Okay, good morning, Seachanges. Just a couple of things on the Deane this morning. The last section, you'll be happy to know the Coda kicks in around 157, and how you'll know you're on the right part. 10 minutes 44 on the YouTube video we're following, and as the announcement of the gong really is sort of the climax of the section we did that last day. We get the gyro coming in with the dance macabre rhythm here, which we're very familiar with now at this stage. And this section here is very much based all around the dance macabre rhythm as the ensemble take that rhythm up again. I've seen this mentioned in a couple of books, and myself when I was studying it, this B note in the piccolo at bar 159 is referred to as like a fulcrum point or a center of gravity, and that B note repeats on the dance macabre rhythm all the way across the coda till it disintegrates. So an important point to note there is that piccolo note. Little small references here. If we look at this chord here, this double stop note again on the violin, where the violin plays two notes with the one bow at the same time, creating a chord. It's an E flat and a B flat, and that has been described as a distortion of that three note cell. This is the bit really I want to focus on today. If you go to 163, 166 and 167, with this really cool interplay of rhythm across three instruments: the marimba, the piano, and the violin. And look at the note as well. It's an A natural, so it's one of those original pitches of the three notes L, G, A, C. So we're still constructing this whole work on G, A, C. But what's interesting from a lead point of view for you is that we're going to label the rhythms the first time in 163 rhythm A, rhythm B, and rhythm C. And what happens across the three different bits that we're gonna mark out is that the rhythm gets swapped between the players. And every time it gets swapped, rhythm B and rhythm C is a retrograde of each other. And the retrograde we did in melody works, that's when that rhythm is sent backwards. So as if the music goes in reverse. So we can see it here like four quavers, four semiquavers, quaver, quaver, four semiquavers, quaver, quaver, quaver. So there's the retrograde of this rhythm here. But it's all based around that influenced by that Totentanz rhythm, and it's back to that original pitch of A. And it's usually followed by the ensemble playing semi-quavers, which are of course coming from the Totentanz rhythm. If we go to the next bit at 166, the rhythms get flipped between the players. So again, it's the percussion player, the marimba, the piano, and the violin. But rhythm C is up at the top in the percussion part, and then rhythm A goes to the piano, rhythm B. So you can mark them as I have done. So it's A, B, C the first time, and then it becomes C, A, B, and then the next time it's B, C, and A. But again, that most important bit, that the B and the C are always retrogrades of each other. You can see it there as I pointed out. Dynamics intensely loud as it heads towards the end. And then there's the last two pages, woohoo, and basically what happens is there's a sort of a disintegration of the music as every player in the ensemble, including violins, everybody has a maraca under their seat, and we did that on day one, and everybody takes maracas, and the piece ends with the Totentanz rhythm being teased out on the maracas until it gets to the last two bars, where we have sort of a tremolo effect where they rattle the maracas. And remember that maraca is coming from that Mexican influence that's in the piece, the South American influence, and also the theme of death that permeates this work, and that theme is suppose represented by the sort of skeleton-like feel of how the marambas, the timbre of the marambas. So that's the main thing coming out of the coda really for you to mark in your scores today, is the idea of that center of gravity with the high pitch B on the piccolo, the one version of the Totentanz on the gyro, and then this idea of this rhythm being passed around across the ensemble, a rhythm A, B and C being a retrograde of each other every time, and that when it passes to the next time the group play it, they get a different version of the rhythm, and then a different version of the rhythm, and you can mark it with those letters for me, please. Let's just have a listen to that. Start to disintegrate now. Everyone picking up the maracas as we head to the end. And the tremolo effect then. So really the last player to have a pitch note is that marimba and piano part. And again, look at the note that they're playing, an A. So he finishes like the very last pitch that you get is an A. Harken right back to the beginning there, where when we had our introduction, you know, the G and the A and the C, the 3 note cell.